And I was actually leaving that Discord call. Because they're playing a different game, so that would be a bit confusing. We get some food, but yeah, hey Grandma. Oh yes, but oh no, barely any water. Not so bad. Okay, so we're learning from our mistakes, and now I actually have my stream on the browser open. So hold on. Okay. But yeah, howdy. How you doing? It's interesting seeing the stream delay. No dork ping crash out. Look, I was about to do that. I was just making sure it actually worked. Like everything was set up. Apple, is that you with the nerd emojis? Anyways, howdy. How dare you? How dare. Can't believe it. Get random phantom nerd emojis. It's not you. Okay, okay, okay. I'm sure. Alright. Check it out, 69. Anyways, actually I don't need to have the OBS window up if I have the browser window up. Although I should probably, for like lag reduction, drop it down to 144 ping. P, not ping. Yeah. So I get to see like a really crunchy version of myself. But hopefully that means that when this thing gets, transmitted to y'all, you don't get a crunchy version. It's always ideal at least. Okay. So, from my gaming with the Okuko, where is it? I don't know where I put it. Oh, weird. I've determined that this is a bit of a tricky gun in that the base damage can be a bit tricky to ramp up in practice, but it does seem to at least hurt a lot once it ramps up, so it's not so bad. I do wonder if I could just run Lethal Torrent instead of Creeping Bullseye, and then basically, nah, stack it. You've been playing this MMO that dropped. Oh, I might be doing a crunchy roll soon. I mean, technically, you know, if you combat roll. What? What MMO are you playing? Why isn't it Warframe? Haven't wrapped up your late panic speed cooking. Okay, all the best with you. All the best with your cooking. Sorting hasn't reset. Oh, right. I did it past midnight yesterday. Oopsie. Okay. Pew pew gaming. What have I just done with my windows? Okay. Warframe smelly. If you say so. I beg to differ. No, you play like 1 bajillion Genshin, no, 1 bajillion Honkai Star Rails. So like, can you really be a, you know, a voice of authority on this? I'm just saying. Think and fun for new players. I think it does have a bit of a curve, but I think it's I think they've done a lot to make it actually fun for like the new player experience. Like when I was leveling, um, it was actually not bad on my alt account. It wasn't half bad to play it a second time. So we have like everything here, so I actually don't need any of that. But if I get more Latron Race, I could pass it to my girlfriend. Thinking about it. Okay, so Latron Rice. Okay. Been playing for less than you've been on HSR. Is that so? You split across all your accounts. 1.5, okay. Yeah, but like it's fine because it's a good game. Here we go. Oh shoot. There. Fine, I'll stop using mobile. I need to figure out give me a sec. Hello? Camera on. There we go. Yeah. I need to figure out how to prop up my phone because my previous like pop socket thing, used to work quite alright for it. But what was it? Like it stopped. It kind of fell off. Like I almost just did. It's heavily subjective. Well, I guess. I will still vouch for Warframe though. But you are right. You know, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But I'm just like, you know. I gotta say that their efforts were quite commendable when it comes to being accessible. Okay, this is weird, right? This is oh wait, yeah, this is huh? I don't have I wait have I ever done this? Fascinating. It says 20% sugar con. Ooh. Oh, 20% sugar is not that bad. I think. Wait, I'm not actually sure, but probably. Beep. Bloop. This is why you play citrine. I don't remember when I leveled my Hema. It's just I was looking through my gear and it was like low rank. I was like, oh okay. Yes, we're using the Hema now. I think it's getting an augment in the next update, so that'll be cool. I think. Yeah. Like I've from what I saw that there's like a thing. Plonk. Moving Warframe is generic and I don't know. It scratches an itch in my brain. So is bullet jumping in any other game? Well, I guess it's gonna be in Do It Night Abyss. Still such an interesting thing to happen. Like Gunnar anime got well, I don't know about maybe Gunnar. Anime like gacha game, but it's not really a gacha game because it's using Warframe's kind of business model plus What? Oh shoot. Whatever.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Like it's using Warframe's business model plus its like yeah, using its yes, I guess that in itself makes it not exactly a gacha game, but kind of a gacha game. By the way, I think it'll be interesting seeing DNA.
Destroy the fuel injectors. The reactor has gone critical. Get to extraction immediately. Beware, Tenno. This ship is experiencing reduced gravity and magnetic anomalies.
You're a rage bait? I can't believe you've done this. Oh, can't believe you've done this. But yeah, have you seen Do It Night Abyss? I think it'll be an interesting game, if anything. I don't know if it'll be good, but it'll be interesting, and I think that is more than can be said. More than can be said about some other anime gacha games. Tower Fantasy ME. What? Yeah. So, okay. To be fair, Top was not terrible, but it just is it was like a bit aggressive money grabby, and actually no, it was a pretty boring game now I think about it, because like aesthetically it was kind of interesting at the beginning, and then everything was kind of the same, and that kind of made it a bit hard to play. Other than that, you don't. You've seen League of Legends. Okay, well, I haven't seen League of Legends. So, is League of Legends like Warframe? You know, how would I know, right? How would I truly deny that? Now, I am doubtful. I'm a bit doubtful, but you know, how would I be truly sure, right? So. Maybe it is, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is. Um, so yeah, if people are tired of League, they should play Warframe. I'm just, you know, not part of any agenda I have or anything to just have more people play Warframe, but you know. Also, to my friend who's been responding privately, that does make sense. However, I did not process that. I was just like, oh, okay. If you just knew. But I also did not answer the question I asked, so I was like, oh, okay. You just figure you're doing your own thing.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Hema is still such an interesting weapon to me. Like, I'm not really sure what the point of infinite but health drain rifle is. I think it's an interesting concept, but I'm just not really sure like when it makes it a cut above the rest in that sense, like when it makes it really stand out, because at the end of the day it is still a rifle, right? It is basically just a burst rifle. Now I do think that maybe that's why they are giving it an augment, but Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could also be that Hema is just one of those weapons from an era that, you know, I wasn't really part of. Um, where while the sniper rifle gun was still called Snipertron. I mean, it is, but you know, that's what how the naming was from back then. So yeah, you have Dr. Mondo. Let's see. We have people with foxtails and guns and crit damage and I don't know what Dr. Mondo is like, but I mean, you know, I've not. I think foxtails are, well, you know, I kind of designed my character to have one, for a reason. This guy's huge. Sorry, man, I'm shrinking you. I'm shrinking all of you, so you can fit all on my table. Okay. And then Kuka should replace his Solgo chair with the Conqueror Solgo. Actually, that might be a terrible idea. Mondo goes where he pleases. Okay. It sounds like Doctor Doom. Defense. Okay. Actually, wait. Do I have a full set of Latron Rays? I do need a one. I do need a wonder. I wonder, and I do need a check. Um, Latron. Ooh. Latron James. I do have a full set. I have 2 barrels. Now, should I get a receiver? Wait, what did it drop? Stock. I mean, I could, and then I could give one to my alt. And no, but I could also just farm to my alt. I mean, will I? Will I? Will I? I mean, I don't know if I will. Because I can't really be bothered to play my alt, because the point of the alt was literally just to have the other 3 standings and also just play around with a few other weapons. But the thing is, right now I've got plenty on my main that I don't really have much I want to do on my alt, so I just don't really bother with it. So, nah, let's not do that. Are you patient or doing the? Ooh. Oh, he's like a crazy doctor dude. Hmm. To the private responder, I don't know. Look, if you just open the game just to check your mod config, that's like, I wouldn't question that, you know. Though if you was he cleaning itself, Mr. Spunky? Okay, fair enough. But if you do want to join, I am about to look for the final strain mod, strain infection, the melee mod. I think it's from stage 3, which is like a bit annoying, but yeah. The thing is, I'm pretty sure the strain mods also dropped from the directors in phase 2, but the thing is, I also just don't know what the drop chance is and whether it's better to farm the directors or to just farm or just farm the bounty itself. But yeah, if you'd like to join, just yeah, you can just join. It's like whispering game or something. I don't know. If you're taking a while as well, I'll probably do the thing. The Effervon tank. Thank you very much. This is my normal build. This is what am I cooking here? Secondary fortifier. What is going on here? Okay, so acuity and breaking bullseye and cyanide and point target cracker and then hornet. No, I don't know. Well, I mean, this wouldn't be much use because of no mighty shot. Now technically we go the prime pistol gambit, and then we can use. But the thing is, it's better to just use creeping bullseye anyways because it ignores the debuff. And then I guess we'll just go with the Hornet Strike because there's not really anything else about it. I could go with crosshairs, but I wouldn't really bank on it too much. So I think this needs like gas or something, right? No, I could go with heated charge. And then PP. And then I guess crosshairs. Okay, well this is definitely one of the builds of all time. I have no clue if it's going to hit hard enough. We'll find out. All in on red. A good idea. Yes, I'll do that. What? Well, exactly, Atty. What's up? Hmm? Give me a boy. Hmm? What have you to say? Would you like to tell the chat anything? It's a bit shy. Hmm? I see. Fair enough. I do. Yes, he's very quiet. He's sniffing the mic. He's rubbing up against it. He's not talking. Suddenly all quiet once you're in front of the mic, eh? Suddenly don't have much to say. You shy? Hmm? Yeah. It's curled up like a baby right now. Hmm? I can't breastfeed you. I don't know what you're doing. First of all, you're a cat. Second of all, you're a grown adult cat. Yes. Hello, Karma. You're pitching it right. You must do it night. Abyss makes a single correction to Warframe's problems. It could easily make better bosses. Yeah, I think, um, I do think Warframe does have a bit of an issue with bosses. We kind of saw it with Plaguestar, um, which is like a lot of the time difficulty just comes from shutting off something in Warframe. Like when it comes to yeah, like in accolades, you get nullified if you get hit. And then like with like Lephantis, you get status immunity, right? You get invulnerability windows. I actually don't have an issue with let was it yeah like Let Crow, right? And Saga's Rock being like uh specific weak point hit things. I don't think that's terrible like as a combat mechanic because that is kind of interesting. But like when it's just like status immunity on its own, it's just status immunity plus invulnerability windows. It's just like, oh, okay, suddenly all your status stuff doesn't work. Which can be a bit of a bummer, especially if we don't like research ahead, which you technically shouldn't have to. So yeah, boss fight designs do need a bit of work. I think they really should be doing more along the line of like the glassmaker fight, with Nihil, right? That kind of stuff, where it's very mechanics based. Um, or like yeah, stuff where like your because they also have this specific uh like what's it called um post ISO vault bounty where if you what's it there's a specific like post ISO vault bounty where you have to throw something at an enemy and it becomes vulnerable and then you kill them and otherwise they just like don't like it doesn't count, right? So it and then there's also okay, people are gonna like complain about the Zealoid prelate, but I enjoyed the Zealoid prelate because the Zealoid prelate was a very good example of a boss who was just like makes you do something between immunities that makes it feel like okay, I've got something going on. I'm doing something, right? Lephantis, you're kind of just waiting for him to open up, right? Zealoid, you're grabbing the lamp, you're bringing it to the boss, and then you're shooting the boss while illuminated, and it's like, oh, he's exposed, oh, you gotta shoot him while he's exposed, Like I like that a lot actually. Um, yeah. So I think they should do more stuff like that. Um, yeah. And then, well, yeah, or like in Hill, where like you have to wait for him to throw stuff and you throw it back. You throw it back. You know what I mean. But like, yeah. So, Ati, where are you heading? Hmm? Yes? Mm, yes? My Yareli standee that my friend made for me for my last year birthday. Poor guy can't come this year, but oh well. Yeah. He's just staring at me. He's like on my table. The Nihil fight is great. It's kind of cheating to praise where none of out of our tools are allowed there. No, I like the concept of it. I think the lack of gear is kind of a bit of an oversight in that they should not have a situation where you have to lock out all their gear just to make a fight very mechanics heavy. So like Yeah, that's why Zealoid I actually enjoy Zealoid. Cause Zealoid is like you wait for like you don't just wait for a specific thing. You do something, boss becomes weak, you hit it, you know? Actually Prophet Taker I quite enjoyed quite a bit because Prophet Taker is like yeah, you know, it is locked to basically art guns. But even before art gun, you have like, or you mod your different elements, right? And then with that, you're like, you're depleting its invulnerability so that you can hurt it real bad. I think the concept of, yeah, like, it goes invulnerable, so you're working towards removing the invulnerability and then you're fighting again, I think it's a good idea. And then Nihil's case, you're like the idea that you have to hit him with specific things, I think is also a good thing. I could probably design a boss fight, you know, like put me at the table, you know. Give me enough time, I'll probably come up with a boss fight. Mm, yeah, I don't know. I think it can be done. It's just I don't know. I think actually the fight we're about to do, because yeah, my friend who was asking about gaming together has not responded. Um, is one good example. Let me just hold on. Yes, you say bye bye to the truth. Yeah. Hmm? Say bye bye. Okay. Yep. All right. Bye bye. All right. And yes, hello Nano. It's nice to see you again. I do recognize you. Don't worry. How have you been since we last were, you know, well, since you last were here? Hope you've been good. Do you want to use Sacrifice Worm or just Vraska? Because Vraska should have Tenacious, yeah, on top of Transfusion. And then thing is just Tenacious and Momentous. Should be good. And then I'm running Madurai. And then, yeah, let's just skate. Let's hope we skate more than we die. Um, you know what? Steel Path Tank. You've been drowning in projects? Oof, oof. Ah, I had a project like yesterday. You know what's weird though? Like so I had that project, right? And I was like, oh, this is pain, right? And then like I did it, and then I was like, wait, that's it. Oh,
Is that so? All right, Hex. How about we show Victor where we stand? Trash that tank.
Move the HO9 into position. Cover flanks with ferrocite barricades. Nothing touches my baby.
Ferrocite barricades. That's new. Okay, you need Thermion explosive. To get that, take out Skuldra until you find an emergency transponder. Congratulations on your promotion, Commander.
okay. I'm not doing accolade.
Use that thing to call in Stormfall paratroopers.
I've done accolade before. I'm not doing accolade.
Wrestle those RPGs from their cold, dead hands.
These things are no better than pond scum. Unclean and unholy. Stormfall, purge them from my city, will you?
Boop. And boop.
Arthur Nightingale. If it weren't for the disease that
Okay.
disfigures your body and soul, you'd be just one more
Dead idealist in a
pile
group
of
of dead idealists. Well, I
am
am really as very raison d'être. I love the way he goes. He like spits out his French. It's a bit weird.
We're a few slender chromosomes away from corpsehood.
Oh, Victor. You really are the most insufferable prick.
Transponder. Let me have that. Hold on, let me read that in a bit. Have a website to build, and then another one. Oh gosh, and an app. Whew. Com science, I guess? Jeez. That is a lot of stuff.
Oh, look. Another barrier. Does Victor really think this will stop us?
Can I use the transponder on the... Yeah, I can. Nice.
Explain it to you until I am bleeding from the eyes. The answer is right there in front
Part of your gawking emojis of a face. Shoot them until they stay dead. I love this guy. Like, yeah, I know, Victor, I know we're like enemies and all, but like, you're a great enemy. Also, Neo Newbin is just good. It's just like amazing. Did I just eat the... Oh, okay, I guess I did. Malatron James. I should name it that. Actually, I don't know if I should name it that. It's kind of funny how there's just fall damage. In the middle of like everything. Alright, you're already armor stripped. Mercy kill bait. Mercy kill slop. You know, I do enjoy running Acuity. I do enjoy having a gun that benefits specifically from headshots. I do not appreciate not being able to see anything, however, thus resulting in 0 headshots. Not ideal. What is that? Someone dropped their phone and then it disappeared, I guess. Mercy go slop. Software engineering. Ooh. A certain streamer player and she go absolutely freaky over that line. Ooh. I'm trying to think who it might be. Is it someone we both watch? Because I remember she has some very interesting mixed comments about a certain Victor Vodyanoi. You got the Vidaria Prime and Nova. That's awesome. Vidaria Prime is super fun. I really like it. I like how it actually self procs. I don't know what the word is. Like it actually supports itself with its passive. Like I don't know. Some guns just don't really do that. But the Vidaria Prime, like Especially, well, okay, mostly for enemies where the head is there on like up top, right? Less so for enemies where the head is not. But for enemies where the head is up top, like you can basically like shoot one thing and then like it will get the headshots for you. Boop. Boop. Shrimp on the barbie can. Oh, you dropped your phone as well. No, I don't need that.
Agent 9, destroy this plague.
Meow.
Who would spread it? You have your order.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. That's a cool for ogres. Oh my gosh.
Don't look now, but you've got a Stormfall squad coming your way. Want to find out what their Thermian rockets will do to that thing's armor?
Yeah, I don't do any damage at all, basically. Now, second phase will be interesting, is all I can say.
Don't look now, but you've got a Stormfall squad coming your way. Want to find out what their Thermian rockets will do to that thing's armor?
I am not fooled. Hex, you and the Technot are one thing. You are freaks.
Terminally so. Your death will be mercy.
It will be an absolution.
Lemmire's getting strange readings from that tank.
Bonk.
Finish it off quick.
You also unlock Temporal Archimedia and Elite Deep. Nice! That is awesome. Gonna start raking in those Archon shards, eh? Goodness. We're also able to get Volatile Variant. It was back either last week or the week before. Wait, for the Coda Sporeth? Oh, the 1 week where I don't check.
Ernest, be dear. Fetch me the engineering team. Oh, and Ernest, my revolver. It's in my desk.
Ugh. Looks like Victor forgot to update his antivirus software. Now you've got to clean up his mess. Just look for the soft bits and hit it there. Tank's healing itself. Just like we do.
Yeah, so fun fact, the Lex Prime is probably one of the best weapons for this mission, because you can get like you can do the like you can do the weak spots with just the Lex Prime encounter. What am I saying? I don't know if I'm saying the words that I mean to say, but yeah, basically Lex Prime is great. It just fires right through everything. There's a lot of infested here. A lot of eczema, actually, specifically. Not usually this many eczema. It's also a little tricky to farm incarnate charges when you one-shot everything and you don't have multi-shot. But we make do. Farming kills does mean I get my stacks up, so it's good no matter what to do. Like, to farm kills. And to farm incarnate. So I think I'm gonna incarn off. So, oh, never mind. For some reason I can't. I don't know if it's... Oh, there we go. Also, this thing heals back so fast. Good thing I take it down just as fast. That's cool, good for me, for like keeping that as a reaction image. I like to use it sometimes as well. I think I put it as a sticker, but I can't remember if I put it on my private server.
Victor has no idea what he's up against.
You are freaks, terminally so. Yeah, I think it's on my yeah. Well, it's not technically private. It's just it's reserved for when I used to DM. So it's technically more private than like the VTubing server. But back when I was DMing, that was the server, and then now I just use it for emotes, because, I mean, what else do you do with it? I don't really want to delete it in case I ever want to DM again, or just host D&D. I don't have to be the DM, I could be a player, but, yeah. Man, that campaign was, and genuinely, like, I enjoyed it. I think I did okay. It wasn't the best, but you know, people gave me feedback, and I think I adapted to them pretty well. Not to mention, I think pacing was mostly quite okay. The biggest bummers were just the fact that everyone was busy, um, and so even though we had an allotted time, that allotted time would oftentimes just not actually like work. And then, well, more life happened. Nothing bad, fortunately, as far as I can recall, nothing bad. But life happened, and so it was like, oh, okay, I guess, when you're going through something like that, it's quite a big commitment, so you can't really be. Is it? I have 16 minutes more of night. Ooh, I better do that then. Casual Tridolon build. Yeah, my friend isn't even online, so I don't even know. Boar Prime. Girl, what are you doing with the Boar Prime? What was the gun I was using? Was it the Kuva Heck? It's usually Kuva Heck, right? Yeah, this looks like it. And then, I don't know if Braska is a good idea. I think we should probably just run like Worm. Yeah, we got Sacrifice Mental Spawn. We also have Prime Regen, which is a big one. Although is Braska plus 45, so it's hard to say. I'm gonna bring Vasca because that's where all the cats are there, so like, it makes sense. Alright, to the plains of Eidolon we go. You're gonna have class, Xenia sleep. Alright, you take it easy, Nano. Thanks for dropping by. It's good to see ya again. Doesn't mean Genshin, so you got Flynn's. Nice. The one thing I have to say about Flynn's, he looks a lot like a Twisted Wonderlands character. It's not a bad thing. I actually quite like it. The design and everything. It's just interesting to me.
Next, you attempt to take control of it. Those devices draw energy from bomb ballists. Make use of them.
Why do I have 9 shots in my Kuva hack? Alright, mate, come here. You're gonna summon any Eidolons? Not Eidolons, Warb Vallis. Here you go. Oh wow, my cat did that. Excellent work. I'm gonna mark you, and then I'm gonna see if I can find more Warb Vallis. Terminate, yeah, wait, no. I already read that. Oh, what did I just do that for? There's no... There we go. Ooh, come on. There we go. Now, I'm just gonna hope that enough stuff... Why does he not give the devices insufficient voice line? That's interesting. Yeah, it does run away, so... We do need more... Warb Vallis. Just, I don't know where they would be. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that works. Okay, come on. We need like one more basically, alright? I think it's just one more. Or 2 more, depending on whether which one gets fed next. Those zombie spawns are like... Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go, and another one right there. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Okay. That's lovely. I dropped the,
That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and employ additional Eidolon lures. Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Yeah, so I should have enough. I should be buffing these things armor enough that it should be okay to just...
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Ah, there's a zombie here. Get up. I missed. Hello.
Smaller sentients rush to the Eidolon's aid, healing it. Stop them. Sentient energy contained. You are closing on victory. Act now.
Technically, I could grab more right now, especially because I got all the ghosts running around. I should probably do that. Okay. Move on the list. Eat up. Okay. Works for me. Now we should be feeding. Oh my goodness. Did you really only pick up one? Where did all the other ones go? That's a bit of a bummer. Well, let's get them spawning. Okay.
Look at the fight in this one. The viral load in its veins must be immense. I'll prepare a double dose of curative.
Oh shoot, did I set them to sit? Oh dear. Come on. Come here. And also scan area for Orb Vallis, because sometimes there are. Like here, there we go. Okay, blue. Good.
Energy spike. I advise falling back. That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and employ additional.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we need a Trinity, don't we? Oh, okay. That's not good.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Sometimes we fail, despite our best efforts.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
I think we need to grab more lures. Did they respawn by now? Yeah, they have. One of them at least. Let's not leave them among the grubby fingers of the Grineer. There's a camp over here. It should have one. Can't find it though. Is there enough? I think it might be enough. Oh, there we go. Come on. Stream of Orb Vallis, come on. Pretty sure at least. Pretty sure it just needs, like, just a bit more. Ooh. I don't like that. Not one bit. No, I also don't like the lack of, there we go. Jeez. Yeah, eat that up. Eat it up. Come on. Here you go. Eat up. There we go.
You are closing on victory. Act now.
Oh, gosh. Probably be grabbing more lures, so it's like, okay, so we have like 4 minutes basically. We need 4 lures. Can never find that lower camp, mind you. Now I know there's one over back there, but I can never find it. Oh gosh. Do you guys have a lure? No. Okay, weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. You got 4? 4. Okay, good.
Sunrise nears. Sentient retreats.
Are you kidding me?
For in moments the future decides itself.
Well, never mind. Well. I thought I'd have more time, but oh well. Refried beans. You DM'd a campaign? Yeah, I DM'd 2 campaigns. One was a bit awkward because of the people I was doing it with. Second one was great. I was kind of like actually learning how to DM with the second one, but unfortunately, yeah, people were busy and there were big changes happening in some people's lives. Let's just say I'm not gonna leak it because I believe I was told not to say what it was. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, you know. Yeah, you gotta kill Harry. Oh no. Well, see, what I would have done, what I was planning to do, was break the limb so he teleports away from the river. But, oh well. Now we gotta wait 1 hour. That's okay, we got some, I mean, we probably got some stuff. I forgot to check. Um, yeah, time gating, huh? Hey, what did I even get from that? I don't even know. I was so like, oh, well, that. What did I even get? Hold on. Oh, just like, meh, hurricanes. Oh, well. Let me turn on the air conditioner. Get a bit warm. Because otherwise the fan is right above me, so it would mess with the microphone a bit much. Anyways, yeah, let's try something else. Look, if to be fair, it's the exterminators of humanity versus, you know, a shotgun that is imbued with like space magic knife and also red goop from I can't even remember the lore on the Kuba. What is the lore on Kuba? I can't even remember. But it's got all of that pumping like infusing into the gun. So it's kind of it kind of makes sense. Kuba. Yeah, it doesn't say where, like, what it's from. It just says that, you know, the Grenier and like, the Kuba Fortress, they're trying to make more Kuba, but I don't remember what Kuba is from. Okay. I should probably turn in the Samaris scan. You know I should get next? I should get Death Cube Prime. Because Death Cube Prime with Duplex Bond will give a lot of energy orbs from what I understand. Yeah, I think it's Duplex Bond. Now, you technically could put Synth Construct as well for like equilibrium shenanigans, but like purely just energy generation. Oh, beans, there's my water bottle. Would be great. No, yeah, I have energy generator. I have most things actually. Like the good ones. Like Jin is okay, but I don't really need that. Yeah. Actually, the next thing I'd want is the color key scene. That one could be nice. Cool as a whole heck. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Can argue with that.
You are hungry for the... Do you ever wonder why only the hunter is rewarded, when it is the specimen who gives all to the sanctuary? I find it best to discard such thoughts.
Okay, now, perchance, do we have anything we wanted to do? I don't even remember. Let's see what's in the credit offerings.
What's on your mind, dreamers?
Bursting Mass, I already have that. Wild Frenzy, Sentient Barrage for the Battle Core. I I feel like I feel like the Marilock's shrapnel rounds is always there, but like I don't even know who uses the Marilock. I'm sure it's great. Like I'm sure it's fun to use. I don't, you know.
Ta-ta, lovelies.
Hmm. Battle is another fun weapon. I haven't fully built it yet, but I have been like using it when I play with my girlfriend because like it's a I haven't put a catalyst into it, so the mod space is not very high, so damage ceiling for it right now isn't particularly high, which is perfect because I don't want to like outperform when she's playing the game. Yeah, I've done most Nightwave stuff. I could do yeah, canon law differentiation with Kuva, Prisma, Aya, and well, we only know that primes are like from the elites in the void, and like that they were lost to the void, but they came from like the elites basically. So we have that. Prisma, I don't think, and another thing is I don't even I think it's um yeah, we got like Prisma, Vandal, Wraith, um what else? Kuva, right? I'm sure we'll find out, and I'm sure some things just are a currency in the game. Like, they're just made to be a currency. So the lore isn't really, like, there, but it would be interesting, at least to find out, like, what makes the Prisma Grakatha better than the Grakatha. Prisma Gurkhater. Yeah, because it talks about Prisma crystals, but it doesn't really explain that whole thing. Let's do an Archon hunt. Yeah, Sabotage should be fine. Defense will be an interesting one, and then we'll have Showdown.
Whatever Pazul is building, it is consuming huge amounts of power and resources. Shut his facilities down.
All trembles within you, just as it consumes me.
Main thing with the Ocucar is getting the first kill. Like, as you can see. As you can see. As you can see. Oh my gosh. Here we go. There we go.
The Golden Makers lead the system to waste. Hang your heads in shame, children of abomination, filth-born chattels.
Yeah, like once you get it going, the Ocucar is great. It's just like that first kill is I could technically run Cascadia Flare. The only reason why I'm running secondary Fortify is because you can actually deal a decent amount of damage without Flare. It's just, you obviously you deal more with it. But I kind of wanted to try the sustain setup just because thought it would be nice to spice things up a bit, rather than just like, oh, you know, high fire rates, high status, default, heat, and flare. Like, it is viral heat, but, got any lower answers? You got. Oh no. That is basically how it goes, though. You got any, Any lore understanding? We got guesswork.
Objective achieved. Well done.
Objective achieved. Well done.
Dude, Puzzle's so petty when he does that. The objective achieved. Well done. Like, okay, get over yourself, buddy. I do think like a healthy amount of like leeway for speculation is not a bad thing, but at some point you gotta explain things, right? I mean, I'm sure they do leave a decent amount of gaps for the purposes of like filling it in the story later on. I do think that is like nice in that sense that like, especially now we're looking at like the old piece, right? It's this whole thing of like this whole thing basically. Yeah, it was like and yeah, I don't know. I think it will be cool if anything, but I also don't know what to expect. Akio was top meta when the mod came out, no doubt. Atom was a Furious. Well, okay. Furious Incarnate is one of those weapons which to me is like, I'm sure it works, but I don't really like it because the Incarnate feels not very great, at least in my experience. Also, I should probably just put another Omni in the Exilus for this fella, but I suppose Handspring will have to do for now. So the plan is we're gonna just Rift Haven. Actually, let's go public. I think I'm on OCE, so it shouldn't be too sweaty. Let's run Nautilus Prime with what are we running? Tenacious. Okay, yeah, then we're gonna have to use Volcax. Okay. Interesting weapon choices, I guess. Only issue is my Zaw is a bit. Well, I don't actually know if it's good. It might be good. I just don't remember it being good. Oops. I think that there's kind of that mix where like incarnates are kind of good, but the thing is the downside being you have to like build it up and then you get a limited amount each time. Kind of limits it from being amazing.
Our position has been compromised.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait for them to come over.
Reinforcements arrive.
Okay. Wanker. The idea of Nautilus in for this is literally just like I'm just gonna pull everything towards my Ocucore is like at least that's my plan. Just feeds into itself, you know? Oh, Brachiolis. Oh, wrecked. Okay, never mind. What do you think you're doing, mate? Oh, Conculus is now trapped inside as well, hey. Where? Oh. I mean, Latham is always just gonna be like insane, I think. But yeah, Latham does require Zaraman. But no, if you go Fierce, no, Fierce is Incarnate is harder because you need to do Steel Circuit for it. Whereas you can do Angels without Steel Path, if I remember correctly. So yeah, technically Latham would be probably the easiest. Yeah, because Steel Circuit requires you to do Steel Path. I really don't like when they do the Dance Macabre thing. No, wait, no, oh, no. I accidentally reloaded, which resets all my tendrils. Skip out is hard, and yeah, like Voyager orbs do start off tough, like to gather, but at some point, especially if you have a good box breaking frame, aren't that bad. Okay, Battlelist, you chill out there. What? Or is there something over here? What are you doing? Hello? I guess we could chill here. Fewer angles to worry about. This is one nice thing about defense is that, well, it's the same reason why I prefer arbitration defense to arbitration survival. You just wait for them to come to you. You don't have to like look for a specific spot to kill the enemies. Like they will always, and the whole point in that sense is to have them pay you a visit and suffer for it. Two Battlelists, not a big fan of that. Wanker. Sorry. What's the list? The pew guys. I do wonder who Margaret is. Margus? There's no way. So, we just someone in his head. I don't know. I mean, if Zood had, well, seeing Zood as Zood's sister is because of Deck 12. I don't know what Chipper would have. It's also a question of whether Zood's sisters actually are like. Did they actually come from his sisters, or rather like, is Chatter part of Zood, or is Chatter from one of the sisters. I do think it is meant to be a post-traumatic like, effect rather than like an actual assimilation of consciousness, but it is interesting. I really don't like Battleless with a little disco ball thing.
I think she's just about good, matey. Scan's coming along nicely. Just give it another
And
week, I
Magus.
reckon. You will not like
Ooh, imagine.
this is getting boring.
I mean, actually, what? Okay, well, Chipper was ex-Nama. I suppose you could call it that. So I guess he would have a reason to resent. Well, everyone has a reason to resent Ballas, let's be honest. But
Sunshine, but you will not like where it goes.
yeah, maybe. I wonder what they'd bond over. That's my new crack ship, Chipper X, Margulis. Well, actually no, it's not Margulis, because Margulis is dead. So it's Chipper X, Lotus. Speaking of Chipper, brother, are you okay? Here we go. It is very nice that Banish just immediately puts him back to full health in like 2 seconds.
There you go. One Archon, coordinates and all. Pretty.
It's a mocking dinner.
The scan.
Yeah, basically my survival method for narrow-minded limbo is literally just Kome. So you just be Kome and it works. Everyone is so sad. Yeah, exactly. He it, he hated people like he made so many bad moves that everybody hated him to the point that he had to force everyone to like him. Um, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, that feels like a certain somebody in real life. From a platform that I use. Do I want to use my slip and slide build? I kind of want to. I don't know what this build's like for. Well, I know what this build is for. I don't think it'll work. Anyways, should we? Yeah, let's just go with the slip and slide build. It's a funny one. Literally. Like, we got Streamlined Foam, we got Maglev, we got Cunning Drift. So we've got minus 90% friction, and then plus 72% slide. If you're curious what that is like, yeah, so this should be good. Now I'm not sure if using the Kodahima is a particularly good idea, because I mean I just don't know how good the Kodahima would fare in this particular situation, but we're just gonna try. Now as for this is, what is the difference between this and this? I'm pretty sure this is the protection build and that's not the protective build, because this one has negate and sacrifice and momentous, and I don't know why it has duplex when it should actually be having tenacious because of the recovery time reduction. This one Valkax. Epitaph can get headshots, so it's not a bad idea. Yeah. And we do get a boost on Varuna. However, you cannot target bosses with Darklave. Hold on. Gotta do that. Darklave, my beloved. Tech bro, no, that's the thing. There's already a certain tech bro who is trying to get his platform to all like him. Chroma Kia. Got another Chroma, I guess. Oh, it's a Goss.
Archon Amar is stalking his prey. This is the grotesque truth behind Fazul's gospel of a new Eden. Sentient beasts ruling over a docile human herd.
Okay. Frisbee, and then let's get a kill.
Amar! He will close the distance shockingly fast when he creates duplicates. Look for the one that is armed.
Yeah, we just look for the radiation status effect. Oh, that's a Goss skin. Is that Tenogen? I think it is Tenogen. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. My Epitaph has Amalgam Barrel Diffusion. So not only am I sliding everywhere, I'm also rolling everywhere. Oh gosh. This was definitely a build. Imagine if I ran Praetos with this.
Fazul has barred the way to us heathens, but stolen deacon veils should allow you to deceive the barrier.
It's gotta be Tenogen. Head is very different. Yeah, I think so, too. Let me just hit you in the head. Just let me shoot you in the head. There's no problem. There we go. Yeah. No issue. Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason why I called this build slip and slide. Minus 90% friction is Look at that. What is that guy's? Oh no, he's got the thing. She'll be fine. I don't know, I think it's a he. Well, I guess because it's a Goss with the name Chroma, you know, 2 male frames. Would not be unlikely. Oh, good job.
Without prey. He was created in the image of ancient records from old Earth, a naive tribute to ecosystems long extinct. Those savage jaws were never meant to bite.
See, I'm like catching up to a Goss. Oh, jeez. I think he hit. Yeah. Ground finisher. What the world? Come on. Come here. Oh, you got it. Nice. Good job.
Amar thought himself a hunter. Now, he is a mere trophy. Good job.
Yay, GG. Out of Warframe, right? Yeah. Less than 7 days away and all the Warframe content. Oh, that's true. Well, yeah. Won't that be something? And see, I'm here like ahead of time. I'm ahead of the curve. No, I'm just kidding. I think it will be interesting to do the whole mushroom thing. And then yeah, I think I'll probably be. I can't remember which day I'll do for farming it, but I'll probably farm it, and I'll farm it with friends, catching a slipstream. Ah, there we go. I guess you could call it a slipstream, considering I'm live. It is such a fun build. Like, so Naja, like you could build Naja for like more kit related stuff, but you can also just do this. Like, I could probably run like Molt or something on this build. Because the thing is, none of his abilities are like, well, okay, so actually no, Firewalker would be good. Now I think about it. I don't know why I didn't use Firewalker. No, Firewalker would probably increase his slide. Chakum's good. Like everything in his kit is decent. The thing is that none of it, like he can't do the Divine Retribution because I didn't build this for it, and I don't have the mod space. Yeah, I would have to. Well, I could actually just replace this, but you know, yeah. So actually, considering I have transient, I could. I don't know. I don't really need any as that. I'm quite happy with it as is, so I just keep it. But yeah, slip and slide. What should we do? Day end, still day ends in an hour. Sheesh. The intrusion is just the Hydralisk that's left. I guess one thing we should probably do as well is would be good for this. Maybe you, resource for retriever, and then, because I'm thinking you could probably afford to do some mining in the Orb Vallis, because next up, like, because if we're getting a Vallis, like an Orb Vallis frame, there's a decent chance that Noko is going to cost our Vallis resources. So, better get on to that. Also, wow, MR29, just like one more rank away, right? And I'll be able to use the Master's Font, which means I'll be able to I'll be able to give myself a resource booster. So yeah, that I don't know why that was hidden. Oh, pobbers. Well, they probably see me and everything. Yeah, they definitely. I got it. The other one probably ran off. Hmm. Tank and damage boost with a unique movement. Says Chroma, yeah, I wonder who you might be alluding to. I mean Naja as well, right? Naja has the damage vulnerability and the tankiness. Although I will say it is a bit of a bummer that they gave him below 200 armor. I think that's still a bit strange that they did that, because like you could definitely afford to health tank with better armor stats. What's I miss? You're really a Meruliner and Bubbles. Yeah, the thing, I think Meruliner, like Yareli is genuinely one of those frames where like, well, that and her passive. It's amazing how well, like how much she works as a tank frame without feeling like a tank frame. You know? Oh, it's a Bolarola. Bolarola are a bit tricky to do because you need to get the belly of them, if I remember correctly. So if it crawls up this way. Probably get underside. There we go.
Fully grown specimen. Female. Spotted. A somewhat common subspecies, this one. Such a sweet face, don't you think?
I was teaching my girlfriend just yesterday how to play Yareli, because she was doing the Wave Rider. Oh, poppers. Like, it was kind of fun. She's a very good learner, I gotta say. She's a very good learner. Oh gosh. Cute little guys. Probably gonna get away. Yeah. Oh, got one. Nope, just one. You can see what Yareli can do until you take it to Archimedia. Woo! She is, yeah, exactly. Like she is so tanky, and like, and she gets grouping CC. It's kind of crazy. Like snares is both CC and damage bound. Riptide is full on just grouping. Aquablades. So Aquablades is not a half bad stagger, and it is a nice crate buster, but it kind of that unfortunately it does just kind of struggle unless you specifically run that one augment. One thing it's good with though is the duration though. Like it's one of those fire and forget things because you can just leave it running. Yeah, we were like skating on the Vallis. It was pretty fun. She was doing the Wave Rider and I was trying to like help her understand the story and everything. With this one ore, okay, I guess you're not harvesting that. But yeah. Citrine's one of those. Okay, so Citrine and Neja I think go under the like very good at tanking, but needs needs health conversion to be like actually good at health tanking, because both of them spot much better like shield health stats than shield stats, and both of them struggle in the struggle in the armor department. So it's kind of this weird thing where like I kind of want it to work, but I know that it can't unless I use health conversion. I mean, the good thing is that both of them do have. Oh, saw me. I moved too fast, I think. Oh, oh well. Now the good thing is that like they both are good at like health orb generation. It's not that bad, but what is your problem, mate? Get walked on. Yeah, that's right. And trampled. What you gonna do about that? Huh? Where is somewhere in these rocks? Oh yeah, once you have light health conversion, for example, on Citrine or Nacha, like amazing tank with damage buffs. Gauss is an interesting one, though. I do enjoy Goss, but he does really need Rolling Guard. What? Where are they? Oh, Pobbers. Oh. I think they saw me before I saw them. Oh, Sargos. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna need to make. Oh shoot! I'm so bad at. Like I have like proper hunting builds for when I actually want to do hunting, but as a result, I'm just not good at being stealthy. Well, I guess Warframe isn't really a game to be stealthy in. Um, when I'm not playing them, playing Ivara. It's like unironically, like Ivara, like yeah, she was designed thematically as the huntress, but not only is she like just design wise the huntress, she excels. Arcane Aegis Gospel, yeah, that one's also an interesting phenomenon. Let's just say, um, yeah, I don't know, but even without it, like I don't think I run Aegis. I think I'm running like. Do you think it's just like augmented energize or something? Like really simple stuff? It's either that or like augmented. Yeah, it's probably augmented energize. If it's not, yeah, no, I think that's what it is. Um, but yeah, even so, like the red line kinetic plating and yeah, just the battery passive already with the shield recharge is already so good at just like tanking a lot of things. And then basically rolling guard is there in case like something with toxin comes up. Or like magnetic, radiation, one of those weapons that are not kinetic. One of those non-kinetic elements. It used to be a stealth game. I mean, hey, we used to be space ninjas, right? If you think about it, isn't Dark Sector meant to be a whatchamacallit, a cover shooter? So, I mean, I'm sure Warframe was that at some point, but not anymore. But yeah, I like tank frames. Um, Although I don't like. Well, okay, well, these days I'm like ambivalent about Rhino. If we ignore that one fellow who was kind of the Rhino player who kind of, from what I heard, fell off a bit. Like Rhino is just kind of like Rhino is a good start. Rhino is a frame that you get into at the start of the game because you're trying to stay alive. But Rhino in later game just kind of struggles. And one thing I really don't like, and um, Naja like doesn't like kind of actually has the solution to this problem in his kit is damage absorption scaling. Like Naja scales with like Naja's Halo scales with the damage absorbed but multiplies it. Um, but if I remember correctly, Frost's Snow Globe and what was it? It was Frost, Snow Globe, and yeah, Iron Skin. don't scale like don't scale the damage up. Oh, hello. That's right. Good night. We are yeah. Now we're retro Rizzlers, you might even say. It the game is definitely developed in fascinating ways. Um Wait a minute. Did you see that? Was it always there? Um the Halo. Not Halo, the chakram like bounces. Um so yeah, to answer your question on like isn't Iron Skin no. From what I remember at least, I'm pretty sure it doesn't scale. Wait, how do they see me? Man, I'm like the least stealthiest, the least stealthy player ever, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Iron Skin, like, it turns into Overguard, which is great, but it doesn't like multiply damage hit, which means if you're getting hit at like 1,000, like let's say so Iron Skin is what 3 seconds of invulnerability. If you get shot for 3 seconds with the invulnerability, you absorb a certain amount, which scales with your strength and armor, yes. But then the absorption, from what I could see, does not scale. Or I think it does not scale. Again, this is from what I could extrapolate from the wiki. And I mean, it's kind of how it felt in game as well. So I'm kind of going off of that as my understanding. Yeah. Whereas Chakram is only a 90% damage redirect, but it is also status immunity, so it's basically an overguard that only does 90%. So yeah. From what I recall at least, and like from my own experience playing Rhino, the scaling just it's okay, but it could be better. Ooh, that's a lot of Hesperon, okay. Hesperon's one of those materials which is like annoying to farm in my opinion. Like sometimes you get it, sometimes you get none. It's kind of the wait a minute. Hesperon, Hesafron. Oh, okay, I see, I understand now. Let me mine. Oh my goodness. These people. They hate miners. That to be the case. Maybe honestly spamming. Yeah, exactly. You need to basically absorb a massive burst in order for Iron Skin to be like very good. Which can happen, yes. You know, you could absorb a Blitz Eximus, yes. But like, if not, then like, yeah, I don't know. I think it should scale better. I think that absorption should scale. Like, I'm sure we'll get like absurd amounts from that, but it would at least feel a bit better. Cause, fun fact, you know who can scale damage absorption with armor? Chrome, I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds to guess. I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna even time you. Just I want you to guess who can scale damage absorption with armor. If you think about it, it's like it's not that weird. I mean, or rather, it's not that like it's not too obscure. I think you might know. Frost Snow Globe? Nope. Frost Snow Globe does the same thing as Iron Skin, where it has the base value scales with armor, and the absorption does not. Which also makes it a little bit tricky in later defense missions, which is why people prefer a Limbo to a Frost in Duviri. So no, it's not Frost Snow Globe. I think it's interesting because this one, yeah, absorption multiplier for Nacha is like it's set on the screen to be scaling with ability strength. Yeah, so was it some of his 4 overguard? This is tricky. Now, his overguard from Icy Avalanche does scale with his armor, if I remember correctly. If I just go Icy Avalanche. Overguard increases by 20% of your armor once per enemy. Yeah, it does technically, but that's not absorption. I'm talking about damage absorption scaling with armor. It is Meruliner, you are right. Because of the armor shards that you can use to buff Meruliner, you can like basically give her a large amount of increased EHP to scale the damage absorption. So let's say you absorb like 20 you absorb like 20,000 whatchamacallits damage, right, with Merulina. When you right, then Merulina has the 20,000 plus something, right? You give her armor shards, it reduces the damage taken, bish bash bosh. You basically got you can easily get about a 5 times multiplier. So yeah, again, like Warding Halo has the 5.5x with the slip and slide build I'm running. Merulina, unfortunately, because of this, can't scale as high, if I understand correctly, but the EHP is still pretty good because, again, Merulina with armor shards, I've got her to 76%. So, yay. That's why she's the GOAT. The GOAT. Health calculations, interactions are, yeah, and it can heal. You can heal. You can use Meruliner Guardian to restore like I can't even remember its scales. I think it scales. Meruliner Guardian for it scales with strength as well. Right, you can heal it for 41% per kill with the bubbles, or you can use Gloom for lifesteal. Right, it is amazing. Like reinforced stomp, you 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 have to hit things with stomp, and again it doesn't scale. This one scales, um, and it can be healed, and there's multiple ways to heal. Now again, yes, there is the whole issue of the fact that it is technically only 90%. However, when you do armor shards on Merulina, you're also giving yourself armor shards. So I have 77% health DR. So I can kind of tank a decent amount. I have adaptation. Adaptation doesn't work on Merulina, but it works on me. If I really wanted to, I could also put on Eclipse, but I don't want to because you have to recast it off Merulina. So I just put Omamori, which is quite reliable, if I dare say so myself. Arcane Aegis, right? So any hits I do take do have a decent chance of basically giving me that spicy shield gate, but every hit I do take, Merulina eats 90%, and that 90% gets reduced by 77%. So, 76%. But weird and obscure prime. Yeah. Man, it is amazing. I really like the way Ureli and Merulina play. It is like I do also think it's a very interesting balance when you run Loyal Merulina, which is that because she's at the side, first of all, you don't get all the cool stuff like knockdown resistance and all the cool rollouts. You basically get a discount warding Halo, which is a bit weird, but you do still get the armor, like the armor on Merulina, but then you can't heal it. So it kind of becomes, again, a discount warding Halo. So yeah, Ready Glaze is a +1 for real. Also, hey, hey Krika. How you doing? I'm thinking I might see what else we can do. Interception arbitration. Oh, 5 minutes more. Do you want to do that? I don't know. Do the Clem mission, and then I think I might head up because my girlfriend wants to play. There you go, Glarshed. Good fortune, Tenno. I think I have a 60% cold, so I think we'll just stick to our current Gregory. Are there any good things today? Are they all 20? Oh my. Ergo Glast! What are you doing? All sub 30%? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, 152 Plat Bronco. Don't buy that. Do not buy that. It's not worth it. Mm, it has innate, right? Yeah, it has innate electricity, so just gonna bump that up a bit, and then let's former. Actually, let's put a lens on you first. Why not? Sure, an arrow. And we'll former you. Give you a V polarity, just because that's probably the most reliable one here. And then, do you want crit damage? No, we can't re-put. We could put non-prime target cracker. We could. 40 times will give me 120% multi-shot. Now we just stack those two on top of each other. Yeah, non-prime target cracker for now. Ooh, Affinity Blessing. Very nice. Just what I wanted. It's a recession indicator. Yeah. Discount on the Bronco is a recession indicator. Am I on... I'm on public. Well, I don't actually know if people can join this. I do wonder, you know. With the Clem missions, right? Like, how many people do them? Because I do them. I quite enjoy them. It's like, it's low level. It's quite chill. It's a base 120% aura farm stat. Yeah. Look. Right, before you even do anything, right? Look at that. That is a full that is an aura like stat if I ever seen one. Pretty sure the reload has an explosion too, right? If you reload from empty. Yeah. It's such a cool weapon. Like the the crit stats are a bit rough, but also Clem, you are getting really swarmed there. Oh yeah, Run Pistolier, right. Huge DPS. Yeah. The aura alone is a big damage buff. And I'm running Pistolier with Meruliner Guardian so that we can just... I just need to... There we go. Keep getting headshot kills. Oh, the enemies. Yeah, this is not a particularly strong weapon, admittedly. Like, we want to talk about like stats-wise and everything, but it is a fun weapon, and I really want to try and make it work in some way. Ooh. Yeah, see, now I got Toxin proc, right? But because I have that massive armor, like, boost from all the armor shots, it's just not that big a deal. I don't even think they should do a quartz encounter or anything. I think they just need to like buff the stats a bit and it'll be golden. But even without a stat buff, it's such a cool weapon that I don't even know if I need it to be buffed. Also, Clem's fine. He'll get up in a bit. Back in the day, I run Garuda just to keep Clem up. And I realized he respawned, like he just like self revives, so it's not that big a deal. Last time we ran Clem was a month ago, so probably after a year break. No HUD. Wait. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that is a gameplay feature. How do you find extraction though? Oh gosh. Yeah, how do you find extraction? I mean, it's not that bad, you know. It does make you pay attention a bit more to visual and audio cues, mostly visual. Oh hey, where did that Juggernaut go? Hmm? Where did that Juggernaut go? Streamer number 2, you've gotten into this. Oopsie. Hey, I mean, it is kind of funny. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Oh boy. You're gonna have to. Oh, there you are. Hey. Uh. You dead? You are dead. Nice. So I kind of flop over a bit. I was just wondering if I'd actually hit it. Now, Glass hasn't told me anything about. Not Glass. Sorry, Darvo hasn't told me anything about getting a new life capsule. So I'm gonna assume I'm fine. Am I out of ammo? I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. Why did that give me ammo? Fascinating. I guess getting headshot kills is a bit tricky with a high recoil bullet holes gun, but with no HUD, but you know, you may do. Because a lot of my ammo sustain is from Pistolier. Uge was the first. Ooh. Oh yeah, I do remember him mentioning no HUD. I've actually seen him do it. No ammo with Pistolier, right? Like, I mean, it's good like no HUD aim training. But the Infested are also just not the best for proccing Pistolier. And then like with Meruliner Guardian, sometimes the 200% fire rate just kind of like, it's like, well, no ammo actually. In terms of ammo, we have no ammo. Not on my gun jammed, but I don't think guns jam in Warframe, so I'm gonna say it's most likely ran out of ammo. It's a very nice corridor, save for the little crawlers that I have a bit of a hard time actually killing because... Actually, I don't know why, actually. I think it's the recoil pushing it up. I used to play No HUD Overwatch though, which was pretty fun. Like No HUD Hanzo was a lot of fun. Yeah, the ancients are like my main source of Pistolier. Cause like the crawlers and charges are just not really very hit-shotable. Okay. Message retracted. What did he say? We'll never find out, I guess. What am I doing? No, there's nothing in there. Nope. Nope, not here. This entire area was... Oh, I should be thinking about finding extraction, actually. But I guess... no harm. Okay, this looks... Nope. One of these most likely just a dead end, and the other one will be... dead end. There's something about playing a game, playing a year or more, of staring at the mini map, and suddenly you're forced to immerse. Oh. Well, I mean, how bad could it have been, right? Could it be this way? Unlikely, but not impossible. Actually, no. This could be it. Oh, we're in another big room. Nope, dead end. It's okay, sometimes I make somewhat spicy jokes as well. Rarely though, but sometimes. We recommend the playstyle on the older tile sets. Ooh. I mean, to be fair, like, how well can waypoints really help you navigate this area, anyways? Oh gosh. Uh, hmm. It's definitely forcing me to actually like find my way around things. Yeah, that's rarely the way to go. I doubt. Oh, it could be actually. Yeah, you know when they say find extraction, yeah, this is what they mean. You have to actually find extraction. Oh, there we go. There we go. We did it. We found extraction. Oof. Oh, that was actually kind of fun. A bit confusing, but no, it was pretty fun. I think there is a balance to be had when it comes to the use of like HUD and minimap and all that. Like, I think generally it's generally like, oh, I think one thing with Borderlands, for example, was them changing them removing the minimap in exchange for the Skyrim style like uh sort of top compass thingy was kind of like, how do I say, it was not something that many people enjoyed um in Borderlands 4 from what I've seen, and I personally would not want to. The miner, oh dear. um but at the same time, obviously, like, I think the intention was there. Like, the intention, I think, was to tell people, like, hey, stop staring at your minimap, like, look at the world. But I don't know. I think it's a useful thing. I think obviously it should not be the only way you find your way around the world. But it should not be the only. You should not be like relying on it to find enemies. I think one thing I think is nice about Warframe is the fact that you can go into your accessibility settings and then you can look at highlights, right? Wherever they are. Shared accessibility. Character highlighting. There we go. Alright. Like you get the enemy highlights so you can see them more easily. Like that helps a lot. Cause without it, you kind of like, I have pretty bad sight in dark, like in video games I get basically night blindness, that I can't really discern. Like in real life I'm fine, but in video games I can't, like between like enemy and terrain sometimes. So enemy highlights are really useful for me, and that prevents me from needing the minimap. The only time that I use the map for like combat is when I'm playing Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, and basically what I'm doing is I'm going okay, let me stand in here because I see all the enemies on the map. Stand in the middle of them, press 2, press 1, I'm Sevagoth, I delete the room, everything's dead. But that's a very niche situation. But most time you can just see what you're seeing, which I think is nice. I'd also think I think a lot of players need to actually look at their damage numbers, like their damage number settings. I've scaled mine down to 60%, opacity at 40%, just so that I can see if damage is being done and like how much, but only if I want to check. So it's not in the way when I'm fighting. Like I think default is like opaque, but yeah, like yeah, cause I've been playing Halo, right? With my girlfriend as well. Um, and one thing I find is that like if it moves, I can see it usually, but if it doesn't move, I have to like kind of guess. I think the ragdoll on death is good as well because it prevents me from shooting things that are dead because I know they're dead because they've ragdolled. But yeah, the lack of enemy highlights does mean that in certain areas, like okay, the flashlight is a good thing as well. But in certain areas, I do kind of just have to like fire and really just spray and pray, you know. So yeah, I think it plays pretty nicely. Um, in Borderlands, uh, visibility wise, I think they could probably do something about all the visuals so that there's a bit less clutter when in combat because sometimes especially if allies have like a really bright attack, kind of blinds everybody. But other than that, I think they are pretty okay. I think they shouldn't make it reduce. I think, well, rather, ally effects, they have the reduce function. I think they should actually just create a second function for just completely remove ally effects altogether, just for visual clutter. No, just to reduce visual clutter. Hmm. There's a gun I use which when I shoot it's very bright, and then well, I can't remember which gun it is. So, no, it probably does. It probably won't do the quartz reload if it has skin attached. But also, as silly as this weapon looks, I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. So, if anything, let's fashion frame it a bit. Now, I like the base colors on it, right? And the grays and the blacks and the purples. So let's stick with that. There's a lot of Warframe mechanics that are indicated by thing being hittable but show up as 0. Yeah, exactly. Like, cause like Warframe doesn't have health bars, right? Like on enemies. Wait, no, it does. It does. What am I saying? But like, you don't always see the health bar move, especially with like certain bosses. Or, like, you don't really know if you're making progress, cause if you're fighting a boss and it has like specific weak points you have to break, those have their specific health bars, but you don't always see the health bars. Um, Saga's Rook, one example. Um, so it is good to have damage numbers, but it should not be too obvious on your screen that it blocks out visibility of everything else. As for, yeah, I don't really know who's asking for a compass. It is one of those things where like the the player base was almost immediately responding with like, no, we don't want that actually. Like the Borderlands community, from what I saw. So who knows? Maybe at some point they will change that to have a actual minimap. Or maybe they did change it. I can't remember, but I don't think they did. But I hope they do add a minimap. You can make it toggleable even if they're so adamant. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to monochromes. But like improve the contrast on it. Yeah. Quartz's design I miss how so yeah. Oh, I think if the quartz was like in this day and age, like if it was a current day weapon, I think it would be actually pretty good. But it's kind of because it was back at a time where they were trying to make things balanced, but also they balanced everything for before Steel Path existed. It just kind of falls behind. So, yeah. What else I have yet to... Because it's going to be a long road before I actually hit Master. But I guess we can kind of see, right? So frames wise, I still haven't actually made Baruch. And then I've got 3 primes left, Necros, Volban, and Ash. I think the next prime I want is Valban Prime, just because I've actually enjoyed playing Valban. Um So I don't actually have, guess I've never gotten Baruch. Is that yeah. Hmm. Also, right in time for the Oberon rework, we got more range and 1,000 armor. We've got, okay, Citrines is a bit strange. I'm not gonna lie. 5 jump resets is gonna be a bit interesting. Melee damage is never a bad thing. And then Ivara with efficiency and primary crit chance is just gonna mean she's basically always with a bow. It's crazy because you're just leveling Vauban and thinking, I've never seen anyone play him. Yeah. Okay, so Vauban is a, well, you can tell, CC focus frame, which is kind of why it is kind of why I think like a lot of people did not like do not play him so much, because there's a lot, especially if you're playing Asia, there's a lot of preference for just raw damage and like big damage, but crowd control isn't dead. That's the thing. Like a lot of people think crowd control is like not as viable, and I mean the truth is like there are counters to crowd control now, but in the same way that a nullifier is a counter to any Warframe that is ability focused, you just have to find a counter to your counter. Yeah, C-Star on defense is great. I mean, well, Yareli just has a great kit in general. Like, yeah, Aqua Blaze is the only one where I'm like, it's a bit weird how it works on at base. But other than that, no, Agrit, Call missions are kind of just odd compared to the last 5 years. You know, they kind of are, but it is nice in that sense because you are playing yeah, it's like you're fighting enemies you usually you already fight, but they're like this time they're on your level, so to speak. So this time you kind of have to be careful at times. Valban is an old head vet. Yeah, oh goodness. Yeah, like I like playing Valban. I usually play him for mirror defense because if you play him on mirror defense, you can basically just have everything like held in place, and then you don't have to worry so much about things attacking the bait, like the objective, and that's really nice. Porta, Day of the Dead. I mean, they're okay, but I don't know if I want to pay 100 plat for that. Protect the Stalker, Floof. This is so cute. No, I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy one. Surging Blaze used to be how we played. Surging Blaze with the compressor was probably like one of the best things to ever be invented. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was such a weird interaction, but the fact that it worked was like, oh, okay. And like, it's a hidden interaction as well, right? I'm pretty sure, like, I don't even know if it's written anywhere that it works, but it does, and that's so cool. Saturn 6. No, I don't. Okay, so Oberon Prime. You know, the one thing I just don't like about Oberon actually is just his belly. Oh, there we go. This fixes it. But do I want the Feyark skin? I mean, it's kind of cool. To think about it. I don't know. His body is just shaped a bit strangely. I'm not a big fan of it. Oberon Feyark comes with a Bow Dryad skin and a Sword and Shield Denal skin. It costs... Wait. Bow Dryad skin for... Okay, it says Akan, Brun, and Paris. Oh, true. Rousey Oberon. Oh, we could do that. We could try it at least. I have a question for you, Chroma. Do you know, when it says Bow Dryad skin, but it says for Paris, does it actually mean just for the Paris? Or does it mean like back then they only had the Paris, so they said it was for the Paris? What colors could I do? I guess I could just do like white. Technically, I could go all black and just make him the roaring. If you really want to think about it that way. Roaring, and then give him like one of those ephemeras so that he has a white outline. Makes you think. But nah, I think I would actually rather try Rousey theme him. Yeah, literally the only thing I have against Oberon is just the belly. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan. I'm gonna be a bit discriminatory, but not my cup of tea. Already not that into guys, and then that just no thanks. Where'd he go? Oh, he's here. Typically, yes, Silvergrove was AS, so weapons specific things. Okay. Well, I mean, might as well. See though, even song. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it works on any skin. I think they just only had the bow, the Paris back then. All right, let's see. Okay, so I should keep the base Oleron skin. I quite liked it. Usually it's just black sleeves, right? So you can do black sleeves, and then green. What shade of green? Oh, kind of a darkish. Looks about right. Although then his head becomes that. So the question is, do we wanna? Oh no, it's gonna be that anyways. Okay, so probably offset that with Sandana or something. Not Sandana. Whatchamacallits? Those things. And this pink is already kind of scarf colored, so we'll keep it to that. Energy Orpal. I mean, we could maybe make it a bit more magenta, but it's probably about fine already. So man, how many dedicated? Goodness. Attachments. So Signa, we could go with Horn. We could go with Horn, except his horns are kind of small, so I don't know if I should. We'll go with this. Oh, this might work actually. Hold on. Okay, okay. Kind of. I can kind of see it. Let's give it a bit of green there, but then make... Oh, gosh, wait. That would be his ears, right? And then... Valentine, let's go with sort of lightish pink for the horns. And then, oh, what? I mean, I guess maybe magenta to match with the scar. No, not that. Yeah, around there. Ephemera. It's not really any ephemera I would give him specifically. Hmm. No, I just took the Fey path. It's a cute one. Auxiliary, no need. Chess piece. Go with the... He has a scarf. There's not really anything here that's kind of scarf like? I guess we could just change this back to a pink. Uh, maybe there. Yeah, that I have to do. Leg plates. Nobody's looking at them leg plates. My goodness. Yeah, you know what? That's kind of anything for the arms? Not really, because the arms are like kind of not really there half the time. It's kind of hidden. Obviously we need to change this. But what to? I think it should be a noble animation. Possibly Dante's noble. No, doesn't float. Harrow's. Maybe Harrow's noble. Octavia's agile is I mean it is 20% off. I don't think I should be using it. Ah yes, no. That stance, goodness me. I think no, somebody else's noble, which I thought was really nice. No. Isn't this the if this is the one where he smoked the booth, oh dear. Rossi does float while running. Good point. Honestly, I'm gonna just stick with Oberon Noble because I can't really decide on anything right now. Sayandana. I don't know if Rousey really. Me as a scarf. I don't really have anything for that though. Maybe this, but maybe. Also, goodness me, this is such a long scarf. Default colors, copy attachment colors. Let's make it more magenta. And maybe... Oh, that's for that part. No, that can stay. And then... Oh, so strange. This is accents, and then this is secondary. So they both kind of affect the same thing. I don't know. I think we will go with a darker color though. And energy... Go something... Yeah. There you go. Chuffing to death, right? Rossi with the booth. Nah. I can't decide. Yeah, no, I think we'll just keep that there. Yeah, okay. Oh, lovely. Okay. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna be chilling out a bit. Oh, I think I do have homework due today as well. Wait, no. Yeah, maybe actually. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so I'll see you all later. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. I think the next stream will already be post Vallis Undermine should be out by yeah, October 15th. So by the next stream I think I'm going to already be farming for Knuckle. So that'll be fun. So yeah. I'll take it easy. Been nice. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. I'm gonna see y'all later. Check out the Discord for announcements when I go live. Yeah, that's actually the main thing. Current plans are the Scythe video and the mod guide. Trust me, the mod guide is gonna be I actually don't know. I think it will be different from most because, well, I mean, you'll see. But hopefully it helps. But yeah, I'll see y'all. Take it easy.